Alright, welcome back. And I finally get a chance to use my Forney cutting gouging rods. Because my friend has an AC welder that can go up to 225 amps. Recommended amperage for these is 150 to 300 amps. Link in the description where to buy these, because I actually got these in a rod lot off eBay, but I did find another source for the same ones. Welding techniques, no special equipment required. AC or DC straight polarity electrodes point in the direction of travel and the arc is initiated. For a shallow chamfer, electrodes move quickly along line of cut. A slower weaving motion provides a deeper groove. The molten metal is pushed ahead as the chamfer is made. For deeper grooves, procedure is repeated until the required depth is achieved. Remove slag by chipping and brushing. Electrodes point in the direction of travel. Okay, so I'll be pushing it instead of pulling it. Okay. Cutting gouging rod. The fastest economical method of removing unwanted metals. Uses a common welding machine and you can save hours of grinding and machining time. Technical data, recommended amperages. Use AC or DC straight polarity on non-industrial type power sources using the highest open circuit voltage available. Test amperage and setting on scrap material. Typical applications: dismantling welded structures such as towers, sign supports, and pipe piles. Used for blowing out rivets and for removing old weld overlays on railroad frogs, crossovers, and switches. Ideal for preparing work-hardened or heat-treated dies for welding. Let me see here. Warning: protect yourself and others. Read and understand this test. It's just run-of-the-mill warnings. Do not touch lever electrical parts. See American National Standard Z49.1. Safety in Welding and Cutting, published by the American Welding Society, 550 North Lejeune Road, Miami, Florida, 33135, available in the U.S. Government Printing Office, Washington, D.C., 2402. Now, I did actually just test this on a piece of, I don't know, what did you call that? 3/8 thickness leaf spring? Something like that. And it did go through. However, I was dragging the rod instead of pushing the rod in the direction of, or whatever. So yeah, it did make a pretty nice hole. That was one rod. See there. I'm going to find a place I can set up my camera, and I'm going to see what I can do here. Set up a flux core machine. I have to put something underneath it. As MRE heaters say, a rock or something. Where's the thing? Okay, there it is. Okay. One moment while I reconsult the box. Get the pause. Alright, electrode is pointed in direction of travel. That's what I want to double check on. Okay. Where'd my stinger go? This is what is this? Lincoln Electric Tombstone. 20% duty cycle. Had 225 amps. Electrode is pointed in direction of travel. So I'm traveling this way. I want to point it that way. That's smoky. A point direct the electrode the way I was cutting definitely worked. I'm going to grab another rod. Well, no, I'll just show the results, and then I'll get another rod. Okay. So, what can I use for comparison here? I don't have my ruler with me. Oh well, you'll get the idea. So that is the hole I made. Nice hole plowed right through there. I have no guarantee that I can hold my phone and show the process, but I can try. Can I hook it up on the air hose? No, that just sounds ridiculous. Okay, let me pause this and I'll see what I can do one-handed with the electrode, although it should be interesting. Forgot to mention, these are 8-inch Super Blast, as said on the box. I'm not sure of the flux composition. I'll have to look that up later. And if I do find it, I will leave it in the video's description. Which end is the camera on? Okay, that end. Okay, without getting my glove in the way, let's see if I can do this. Brace myself against the garage wall. There's my hole. Woo! Perhaps I shouldn't have what? The stinger looks okay, never mind. My welding jacket smoking? Or am I just breathing smoke out of my lungs? I can't tell. I feel like smoke is emanating from me somewhere. Perhaps not. This camera lens, is that dirty? Yeah. That was dirty. Get my wire brush. Preferably not the one that has wire bristles embedded in plastic. Well, I think I'm okay. I'm gonna test something. Almost made it to that other hole. Ooh. Just hear that. I'm gonna save some of those electrodes then, because a friend of me are gonna cut a big metal bar off the back of his new livestock trailer he got. I'm gonna get my tape measure here. I think I should have an accurate representation of how far I cut with one rod. I feel with practice I could get probably more out of one rod than that, maybe. But still, I think that's impressive enough. 8-inch rod. That was from, I don't know, I keep focusing away from what's on the screen. From the beginning of gouge to the end of it, about 2 inches. And the hole itself is a little over 1.5 inches. This one, I was trying to drag it instead of push it. And this one, and this one, is about 1.5 inches as well. So I gotta keep looking at the screen instead of glancing down. I'd say you get, depending on your metal and your technique, about 1.5 inches of gouge. But, you know what? I got probably 10 or 12 rods over there. And get one more that I may continue to contaminate my lungs with this stuff. Camera work be like. Somehow figure out some sort of method for mounting a GoPro in my helmet. It sounds like we get in the way though. And again, flat. Not the best portrayal of content right there. When you're face down in the flux core welder, but I'm gonna run one more of these rods, see how close I can get to connecting these two holes. Yeah. I can't tell if I'm breathing smoke out of my lungs or it's my breath in the air.
Smoke out of your lungs?
I have a piece of leaf spring I found up in the junk pile. I figured since it was broken off in the end, I could use that.
They work good, don't they?
Yeah. That's at 225 amps. I don't remember where I put my T-square I was measuring stuff with. But I'd say that's probably close to 6 inches of gouge all the way across connected. What do you think?
Yeah.
Alright, I guess that about wraps that up because there's not much more to do other than cut with it. They work. Work pretty well.